Hi, all. I kind of, hi, all. I don't really, I feel like saying hi, guys. It's very like general. I mean, to the ones who do it, it's okay, but I kind of feel like hi, all is like hi, all, right? So here's the thing. I've been so oddly sick. I don't know what kind of virus this is. I haven't been feeling so hot. I mean, one minute my body hurts, the next minute I'm coughing, the next minute my nose is running. So it's been I've been off. It's been weird. So I haven't, I post every few days and I feel like, and I kind of ran it and I've been wanting to talk about something for such a while. And I don't really know how to prepare for it. And I don't really know because I don't want it to come off intrusive, and I don't want it to, but I know a lot of people are suffering from it, and I think that it should be spoken about, and maybe if it just touches one person that needs to hear this, then that will be enough. And so for starters, my name is Christina Sanchez. The name of this channel is called Christina Sanchez Unedited, because these videos are just that. They are unedited. And I record them in my car because this is mainly where I am all the time, in between appointments and appointments for my daughter and so on and so forth, which is mostly like, probably like most people. Though I, and so I'm not at a place yet. I mean, I'm not, my main goal is not to monetize this channel, though if it happens, that's great. I just kind of feel like I'm being obedient and that I'm sharing the things that God is putting on my heart, and that though I'm not I'm anywhere, I'm so far from the perfect Christian, but I have a relationship with Jesus, and that's what keeps me going. That's my fuel, that's my joy, that's my peace. He's my everything. So, and mainly this channel is for my children above everything else, and because I want to leave something behind for them, so that one day when I leave this world, that they'll be able to be like, hey mom, like that's a good piece of advice that I never listened to before, right? So I think that today something that I've been, so if I have like boogers like leaking or like I'm coughing, I'm really sorry, but I'll just have to, because I'm not missing this out. I learned, I'll get to that after maybe, but just show up. I'm showing up. So I'm showing up. So that's what I'm doing, and I am so thankful that I'm here right now, that I'm able to share. And it's okay if I'm sick, if my thoughts are not all gathered, but I'm going to share anyway. And as I said, if it touches one person, that's the most important thing. So I wanted to touch on something that's pretty sensitive to talk about, and that's anxiety, depression, worry. And I have a history with all that. I think that kind of everyone does to some extent. And so my past life was one thing, because that was just, I was trying to do it all on my own, and it was so brutal. And then life as a Christian, so I always talk about like my past life, which was before, like BC, before Christ, and my life now. And I think that it's so important to talk about the two, because before I sincerely, I wouldn't be able to breathe. I would be so consumed by worry and anxiety, and it would literally swallow me alive. And when I had had enough of that, that's actually when I asked God to take my life into his hands, because I asked him to reveal himself in my life, because I couldn't do it on my own anymore. It was too much. It was too much stuff, too many things that I just couldn't control on my own. And now I just wanted to talk about that in my life before. Now in my life before, so as I said, I tried to handle things on my own. Didn't really work. Tried to do it with my own wisdom, my own knowledge. It was just always a big mess. And so I just want to let you know that life on this side is also difficult, because we are human. But I thank my lucky stars No, not my lucky stars. I just thank God that he exists, because my dad, who's a pastor, and I'm not sure if I shared that in any of my other posts, in my other videos. So my dad is a pastor. He was a full-time pastor and a full-time mechanic. The best of the two. Love him. But, and so that's kind of where all that knowledge came into my life. About God, and and the importance, and just anyway, it was their prayers that really actually saved me, I would say, in the long run, because doing life on your own, with your own knowledge, and at some point things plateau. It might seem like it's actually, things are good, and but we all face it. And so what I'm trying to say is that when you feel, and whether you're a Christian or not, you can do this, right? Because sometimes the load is just too much. The load is too much. Sometimes problems can seem so intense that it's like, I can't deal with this on my own. And I think it's so reassuring to know that if you cannot do it on your own, there is a God who can. There really, 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 really is. I cannot tell you, if I tell you the stories, the things that I've gone through over the last decade. Forget about my life before, because that was just a big old mess. But if I tell you the stories, my life has been a living cinema, Hollywood movie, of the things that he has helped me, given me wisdom for, maneuvers, things that are impossible to do. God has given me all of that. And why? Because I've trusted him with it. And my dad used to tell me, Christina, take it all, whatever you cannot handle, and whatever you can handle, put it in a bag and drop it off at his feet. And I was like, hey, that's really good, because there were times that I just couldn't handle the things that I was facing. And the moment that I started to do that, I was like, okay, this makes sense. Scripture is one thing, right? Because that's what it tells us to do. Then there's the practice. You got to practice it, man. And sometimes, and like right now in my life, I'm kind of feeling like things are packing up. I think there's a lot of things stacking up, and I have things coming at me from left and right, but you know what? God is faithful, and he never failed me then, and he's not going to fail me now. So I think today what I'm doing is encouraging myself by doing this video, and of course my children. But I want to encourage you. I'm doing it to encourage myself, because God is faithful. So I'm packing everything up in a bag right now on YouTube. I'm leaving it at his feet, and I will report to you another day. All right, y'all? Y'all? All? All right? All? Also, I wanted to ask, like, maybe you guys can, also like, subscribe, comment, please. Thank you so much for the encouragement for the people who are, and share, please. Thank you for the encouragement for the people who are encouraging me and sharing their lives. I feel like it's such a big blessing for me, because I don't know where this is going, but I like where it's going. It's so good for me. Also, I picked up something, and if most of you know or don't know, I live in France, and I wanted to share this, and I don't know if it interests any of you, but I wanted to start incorporating some of my favorite products here, because there are some things that I just love here, or that I discover, and I'm still discovering, that I think would be so useful to know if you ever come to France. And I think that would not be so bad. So I wanted to talk about this thing that there's an elderly lady that I spend time with. And one day she was like, can you just like go do groceries for me? And which I love to do. Obviously, I do groceries. I live in grocery stores. So I picked up, and this is for the expats in France too, because sometimes we go to the grocery store and it's like, what do I get? Like, if you're not from here, you don't really know what to buy, right? So I picked up this for my friend the other day. It's called brioche stressée. Brioche stressée. So it's a brioche. It's like a sweet bread, and it's tressé, which means braided, right? But I call it brioche stressée, like a stressed brioche. So that's the joke. But I really, really love this. So if any of you are living in France and have not picked this up in a grocery store yet, this is from Carrefour, but they have it all kinds of different brands. This is really a delight, honestly. I really, really love it. It's really not helping me with my weight firming up journey, but that's okay because a little goes a long way. So we don't need to eat the whole thing, but it is also a great thing to have. So for those who are in France and who haven't picked this up yet, for all you expats, this is awesome. Brioche tressée. French people eat this for breakfast. I tend to eat it all day long. Awful, but it's awesome. And for those of you who are not here yet, or who will come here one day, you will be prepared to buy it because it is delicious. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you for your support. And I'm glad I showed up today, even though I just want to sleep. Have a great day, guys. All. Bye.